Hello everyone, I am Rajesh Shan, Assistant Professor, Global Institute of Technology. Today we will discuss about the dynamic programming which is related to the analysis of algorithm subject. Now firstly we will discuss the definition of dynamic programming. Dynamic programming approach is similar to divide and conquer in breaking down the problem into smaller and yet smaller possible subproblems. But unlike divide and conquer, these subproblems are not solved independently. Rather, results of these smaller subproblems are remembered and used for similar or overlapping subproblems. The dynamic programming is used where we have problems which can be divided into similar subproblems so that their results can be reused. Mostly these algorithms are used for optimization. Before solving the in-hand subproblem, dynamic algorithm will try to examine the results of the previous solved subproblems. The solution of subproblems are combined in order to achieve the best solution. So we can say that the problem should be able to be divided into a smaller overlapping subproblem. An optimum solution can be achieved by using an optimum solution of smaller subproblems. Dynamic algorithm use memoization. So dynamic programming is a way of improving an inefficient divide and conquer algorithm. By inefficient, we mean that the same recursive call is made over and over. If same subproblem is solved several times, we can say table to store result of a subproblem the first time it is computed and thus never have to recompute it again. So dynamic programming is applicable when the subproblems are dependent, that is, when subproblems share subproblems. Programming refers to a tabulation method. Now, dynamic programming is mainly an optimization over plain recursion. Wherever we see a recursive solution that has repeated calls for same inputs, we can optimize it using dynamic programming. The idea is to simply store the results of subproblems so that we do not have to recompute them when needed later. The simple optimization reduces time complexities from exponential to polynomial. So dynamic programming is a general algorithm design technique for solving problems defined by recurrences with overlapping subproblems. It is invented by American mathematician Richard Bellman in 1950s to solve optimization problems and later assimilated by CS. The main idea goes to dynamic programming, that is set up a recurrences relating a solution to a larger instance to solution of some smaller instances. Solve smaller instances 1, then record solution in a table. Then extract solution to the initial instances from that table. Optimization problems. If a problem has only one correct solution, then optimization is not required. For example, there is only one sorted sequence containing a given set of numbers, so optimization problems have many solutions. We want to compute an optimal solution, example, with minimal cost and maximum gain. There could be many solutions having optimal value. So dynamic programming is very effective technique, and development of dynamic programming algorithms can be broken into a sequence steps as in the next. Now we will discuss the comparison in between the previous techniques to dynamic programming. In contrast to greedy algorithm where local optimization is addressed, the dynamic algorithm are motivated for an overall optimization of the problem. In contrast to divide and conquer algorithm where solutions are combined to achieve an overall solution, so dynamic algorithm use the output of a smaller subproblem and then try to optimize a bigger subproblems. Dynamic algorithm use memorization to remember the output of already solved subproblems. In divide and conquer, partition a problem into independent smaller subproblems. Rather, dynamic programming partition problems into overlapping subproblems. In divide and conquer doesn't store solutions of subproblems, but in dynamic programming it stores solutions of subproblems. In divide and conquer, top-down algorithm which logically progressive from the initial instances down to the smallest subinstances via intermediate subinstances. In dynamic programming, bottom-up algorithm in which the smallest subproblem are explicitly solved first and the results of these used to construct solutions to progressively larger subinstances. Now, why dynamic programming? Dynamic programming, like divide and conquer method, solves problems by combining the solutions to subproblems. In divide and conquer algorithm, partition the problem into independent subproblem, then solve the subproblem recursively, then combine their solutions to solve the original problem. In contrast, dynamic programming is applicable when the subproblems are not independent. Dynamic programming is typically applied to optimization problems. In dynamic programming, we follow the following steps to design how to solve the problem. Construct First step, construct optimal substructure. Step 2, recursively define the value of an optimal solution. Step 3, compute the value bottom up. Then after, construct an optimal solution if needed. Now, what is the principle of optimality? The principle of optimality works for the dynamic programming. The principle of optimality is the basic principle of dynamic programming, which was developed by Richard Bellman, that an optimal path has the property that whatever the initial conditions and control variables over some initial period, the control chosen over the remaining period. Now we will discuss the example of Fibonacci numbers in recursive manner or dynamic programming manner. That is Fibonacci n. If Fibonacci n equal to 1 for n equal to 0, Fibonacci n equal to 1 if n equal to 1, Fibonacci n equal to Fibonacci n minus 1 plus Fibonacci n minus 2. So the first few numbers is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13 and so on. A code for it using pure recursion, that is integer Fibonacci with argument n, that is integer value. If n less than 2, then return 1, otherwise return fn minus 1 plus fn minus 2. Or let us using in the dynamic programming approach with memoization, we construct a function Fibonacci, then in define the Fibonacci result 0 equal to 1 and Fibonacci result 1 equal to 1. After that, we construct a loop for i equal to 2 to n. For the result of Fibonacci number is Fibonacci I minus 1 plus Fibonacci I minus 2 and store in the Fibonacci result I. So are you using a different reconciliation in two codes? No. Are we doing anything different in the two codes? Yes. In the recursive code, a lot of values are being recalculated multiple times. We could do good with calculating each unique quantity only once. Take a look at the image to understand that how certain values were being recalculated in the recursive way. So, by using the recursive tree, we keep calculating the same values over and over, because here f0 and f1 assign the sum value of f2, then f2 plus f1 assign the value of f3, then f3 plus f2 assign the value of f4 and so on in this recursive manner, and we calculate the same value over and over and repeat. So majority of dynamic program can be categorized in two types, that is optimization problem and combinatorial problem. The optimization problem aspect you to select a feasible solution so that the value of the required function is minimized or maximized. Combinatorial problems expect you to figure out the number of ways to do something or the probability of some event happening. Ever dynamic programming problem can be schema to be followed. Show that the problem can be broken down into optimal subproblems. Then recursive define the value of the solution by expressing it in terms of optimal solution for smaller subproblems. Compute the value of the optimal solution bottom up fashion, then construct an optimal solution from the computed information. So in Fibonacci number, we can calculate Fn in linear time by remembering solutions to the solved subproblems in dynamic programming. Then after computing solution in a bottom-up fashion, then in the case only two values need to be remembered at any time. Now we will discuss the bottom-up versus top-down approach by using the small example, that is I am going to learn programming, then I will start practicing. Then I will start taking part in contests, then I will practice even more and try to improve. After working hard like crazy, I will be an amazing coder. That is a bottom up manner. Same work right in top down manner, that is I will be an amazing coder. How? I will work hard like crazy. Then how? I will practice more and try to improve. How? I will start taking part in contest. Then I will practicing how I am going to learn programming. Not a great example, but I hope I got my point across. In top down, you start build the big solution right away by explaining how you build it from a smaller solution. In bottom up, you start with the small solutions and then build up. So memorization is very easy to code and might be your first line of approach for a while. Though with dynamic programming, you don't risk blowing stake space. You end up with lots of liberty of when you can throw calculation away. One can think of dynamic programming as a table filling algorithm. You know the calculations you have to do, so you pick the best order to do them in and ignore the ones you don't have to fill in. I think you all are understand what the dynamic programming and what the working of dynamic programming. So I think you can understand easily. Now we will discuss some applications or examples in the next lectures, that is linear longest common subsequence, matrix chain multiplication and 0 1 knapsack problem. So this lecture is over here. Thank you so much for listening me.